guessed it. You might know what that is? That is a beautiful carousel. Hey guys, my name is Trey Llewellyn. Welcome to week 17 of Unstoppable Core. And today, we're going to talk about the carousel effect. But before I can get into the carousel effect and what it has to do with funnels, we have to kind of go back a little bit to what you're doing now so you understand and realize the power, the impact this is going to have on your future business. How cool is that? So let's start off first. Let's pretend, just so we can all kind of align ourselves here, let's pick a niche. Let's do fishing, because I think everybody kind of knows about fishing. So I'm going to choose a fishing niche, and then we can relate to that in the funnel. And then as you kind of go, you can kind of picture in what your products are, what your digital products are, and see how this is going to work in your business, okay? So more than likely, let's put fishing up here so we all do not forget. So we are in, today, the fishing niche. All right. Okay, so most of you guys are what you're doing right now, totally fine, is you have an opt-in page and then an order page, and you've selected a product, okay? So let's say this product in the fishing niche, let's just say this is a fishing pole, okay? So right here, we have a nice little fishing pole that we're selling. And then more than likely, if you're like everybody else with funnels, what you're doing is you're thinking, okay, I'm selling this really nice fishing pole, but now I want to make even more money, so what can I put as upsells? So then what you do is you go out and you find maybe some other upsells, and we're just going to call that product X1 and product X2. So what you'll notice is what we've talked about on other Unstoppable Cores is that when you start to increase the amount of products in your company, you also increase the complexity by a 12x factor on your business. And you might think, well, it's just another product, it's just an extra product. Well, when it comes down to logistics and shipping and returns and refunds and customer service and phone calls, all that adds up. And it becomes pretty intense. So this is how most of people make a funnel. They create a first-in product, then they think about other different upsells that they're going to choose. And then once this funnel is cashing in and running just fine, then they're like, okay, that one's running, let's get another one going. So then what they do is they come over here and let's just say this one, they create maybe a fishing net. Okay, so maybe this is a fishing net for all fishermen. So this is the order page again. Again, they have different upsells because what's congruent with a net. So we'll choose that as Y1 and Y2. And then, okay, that one's making money. So right now, just to show you, we have 3 products right here. Okay, and then we have 3 products right here. All right, and so now let's do one more. So then we have this one, let's just say this is a fishing lure, okay, with a nice little hook down here, catch some nice big fish. So again, this is our order page. All right, I'm sure you guys can read that. That makes total, that is not chicken scratch at all. X, Y, and Z1 and Z2. Okay, so our complexity is obviously getting up there. We have 3 funnels running right now, and we have a total of 9 products in this space, okay? All right, that's how most of us do it. This is how most of us are making funnels. We did this too, until I started to think, how can we start making more money with less products? So I'm just gonna write that down here real quick. So how do I, and that's a really good thing for you guys to write down as well. So how do I, good question, right? How do I make more money? Almost impossible, right? More money with less products. Okay, how do I do that? What is that? What is the equation? How do you even make this possible? Well, what we did is we figured it out. We figured out the equation, right? It's kind of like n equals P2 or whatever that equation is, if you know what I'm talking about. All right, so we do the carousel effect. So let me show you something real quick, and then we'll show you kind of how this carousel fits into this. Now, here's the idea, all right? Here's the concept, and we've proven this. But what if, since we're in the fishing niche, what if we know what relates to all fishermen? You find a product that no matter what, it relates to them. Maybe it may be a t-shirt. T-shirt's a really great example because it fits every fisherman. Every guy wears a fishing t-shirt. Every guy uses lures. Every guy uses a fishing pole. Every guy uses nets. So what is the congruency that you can place on the back end? Because what these are front end offers. Okay? These are what people are seeing at first. So if we looked at this as a perspective of 100 buyers, right, total, so we had 100 buyers come in, let's just say 30 people bought the fishing pole. let's say 30 people bought the net, 30 people bought the lure. Maybe, I don't know, there's 10 left, so let's just say these guys went through a funnel and they bought a hat, okay? So now we have this. Now what you're not seeing though is there's not much overlap because a fishing pole might relate to these 30 people, but the net might not, meaning that these 30 people probably won't buy the net, the lure, or the hat. These 30 people bought the net, but maybe not the fishing pole, the lure, and the hat. Well, the thing that is where that kind of comes a problem is, well, the other people here, so these 90 people never saw this back end. These guys right here never saw this back end. So you're just increasing the complexity of your funnel and not being able to sell all the products and creating inventory, because as you increase inventory, you decrease cash flow because you're looking at the volumes. You're like, okay, well, I have 500 units of this, I got 300 units of this, I got 1,000 of this, and so you're always like trying to play cash catch up with all the products that you have to do. So my question is how do we make more money with less products? And you do it through a carousel effect. Now what that looks like is this. So you still have your front end offers, okay? So we have our fishing pole, we have our net, we have, what else do we, a lure, and then we have our hat down here, okay? Now I kind of mentioned this doesn't have to be your first upsell, but a t-shirt makes a great example for the fishing niche, right? So let's say that I know I had this really hot selling t-shirt. So what I would do is use these all as front-end offers as all these customers come in. These 30 here, these 30 here, these 30 here, these 10 here, which is 100 customers, okay? But I'm gonna show all 100 customers the same upsell, right? Think about that. So now my inventory just shrunk by a ton, and now I got this t-shirt that I'm selling to them, and I know that this converts at 20%. And I'm able to optimize that as I send all this traffic through this. I know, okay, I can change the headline, I can change what the t-shirt looks like, I can change the control buttons and all this stuff to keep optimizing this because all the traffic versus trying to optimize each one of these back ends. It's just crazy, but this is how you get ahead. Because what I can do is I can create a second upsell, right? And maybe this is a different product. What I like to do is I like to have some sort of continuity on the back. Maybe that's a VIP club. Okay, maybe that is a catalog that they get every month. Okay, maybe it's a box that they get, and they're really excited to get that fishing box and it has all kinds of cool stuff in it. Whatever it is, a continuity piece where it keeps returning money. We've talked about this on other Unstoppable Core videos where continuity is the key to some funnels. But what I'm showing you here is the carousel effect. So look at this. See how this relates? Because what they're seeing is all they're seeing is the front end offer. And then as the carousel starts to spin, they see the next front end offer. And as it spins, they see the next front end offer. No one sees what's on the back until they buy the first front end offer. So other people, as a carousel works, some people want the tiger, some people want the bear, some people want the sled, right? Not everybody's gonna jump on the tiger, not everybody's gonna jump on the bear. They want their individual animals. So what relates to them? Maybe it's a fishing pole, a net, a fishing lure, a hat. But no matter what, they all see the same back end. And when you do that, holy smokes, you can create a template, especially inside of ClickFunnels. So our entire back end always stays the same. It never changes because we create a template. And boy, does that increase our production time. Because now what we do is we optimize an order form, and all we do is boop, plug and play the template on the back end, creating more money with less products. So underneath here, there's a chat box. And what we're doing is we're drawing, whoever chats and comments and responds, who's active in that, we're drawing a winner every month for a free Trey Llewellyn Masterclass. But I want to know what you took away. I want to know how this is going to change and affect your business down the line, how you're going to implement this in your business and what the results are going to take. And then what I want you to do is 3 months from now, 6 months from now, 12 months from now, come back and tell me what has changed, what you did, how it's affected. It's going to be amazing. Again, my name is Trey Llewellyn. Thank you for watching this episode of the Unstoppable Core, week number 17. I look forward to seeing you next week on the upcoming Unstoppable Core.